all right, everybody. So, welcome back once again. Last session, you all found yourselves still within the Garden of Welcome. Not quite a very fitting name for this horror show that you found yourselves immersed in Neverlight Grove. The Myconid colony had been slowly infiltrated by followers of Zagutmoy. The demon queen of spores, mold, and fungi had corrupted about half of this Myconid colony, turning them into her mutated, deformed slaves, all dancing to her song. Basidia, one of the matrons of this colony, asked you all to investigate and find out what you could about what was happening there, and so you did. You went into the Garden of Welcome and first discovered what remained of a drow patrol. The young drow woman, nearly consumed by the fungi, most of her body already eaten away in this slow, torturous process. You all did release her from this torment, but soon after, the priest that presided over this dark garden presented himself to you. The former Myconid turned mutant servant of Zagutmoy, Yesterbrod, arrived, inviting you all to what he described as a glorious union of two great powers. Although his idea of your attendance was more along the lines of what they were already doing to the drow woman you all just released, and obviously that wasn't something you all were too interested in doing. So you fought back, and were eventually able to destroy the creature and the several minions that he brought to bear against you. However, soon after, several more creatures blocked off your escape as a procession of other creatures under the sway of Zagutmoy entered into the chamber and began a rehearsal for the dark wedding that was to take place sometime in the future. A wedding between the demon queen Zagutmoy herself and a being known as Aramikos, a massive entity spreading the entire distance of the High Forest. Hundreds and hundreds of square miles this one fungal entity took up. A forest-sized, single mind that lived in peace until now, beneath the ground, far beneath, a mile or two beneath the high forest that many surface dwellers would be familiar with. We're shown terrible visions of what this union may look like, and quickly decided that this was too far out of your scope, that you likely should not stand against Zagutmoy in your current state, that perhaps an army would be better suited to a job of this a task of this size. So you left, informed Basidia of what was happening, and she made the wise decision to gather up all those still uncorrupted by Zagutmoy's spores and flee Neverlight Grove. And so you all did. You gathered what you could, gathered whatever Myconids were unaffected, were uncorrupted by Zagutmoy, and began your trek north out of Neverlight Grove to a safer home, closer to your current goal of Blingdenstone. So that is where we are now. You all travel at the head of a group of about 40 Myconids, and you move carefully through the Underdark, slowed down by the large procession that follows you, and moving towards Blingdenstone. The city has assured you it should take you about 10 days to arrive. About 10 days to arrive at Blingdenstone, and yeah, that's where we are now. So, let's go ahead and get you all to your nice little landing page here. Alright. Okay, so let's have Ara kick off the party with a d20 roll, and then we'll have Schrodinger follow up with a second.
Everyone brace for impact.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, the first several hours of your travel out of Neverlight Grove is rather uneventful. The Myconids have done a great job of clearing out the dangers directly surrounding Neverlight Grove, and have made sure that you're, at least for now, things are calm. Let's go ahead and get insight checks from anybody that is proficient in insight.
Oh,
Insight, no.
ooh. Stop my best roll.
So we had a 13 and a 13. Okay. Okay, with a 13, you would tell that Topsy and Turvy have been very quiet, much quieter than usual since leaving Neverlight Grove. That's about it.
Did I forage for mushrooms?
Of course. Indeed, indeed. Go ahead and make a survival check. I'm sure Cillian would be willing to help you out with that.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else around other than mushrooms that it could be foraged for?
It's always good to find water, so that could certainly... So with Cillian's assistance, Uranus, you are able to find a few sprouts, a few patches. Go ahead and roll a D... Go ahead and roll a D8. Nice.
That's a lot of natural ones I'm rolling.
It really is, isn't it? Okay.
Get them out of the way now.
As you're moving through, you all are out ahead of the main group of Myconids kind of scouting around. Coincidentally, you do find a barrel stalk, a patch of barrel stalks. These cask-shaped fungus can be tapped and drained for the fresh water stored within, conveniently. Additionally, they provide several pounds of food. These barrel stalks are rather good things to find out here.
Just if I trust her. I rolled a 1 and got something good. How's Sarif doing?
Sereth seems... What's the word I'm looking for? Vindicated. He seems like he's confronted this evil that's been haunting him for several weeks now. And now that he's seen its face and escaped from it, he's actually doing pretty well.
Can you repeat Topsy and Turvy, how they're looking?
They are quiet. You weren't able to discern anything else. They're just very quiet. They're usually joking and amiable and wandering around and joking around and pulling pranks on each other and the other NPCs. But today they're very quiet.
Okay, so Sarah would... Are we walking? We're walking
Yeah,
through
we're assuming to be walking
Okay.
right now.
So Sarah would sort of keep pace beside them and say, "So, you must be excited. You get to go home."
Oh, yeah, very, very excited to go home. Lots of people will be excited to see us. Yep.
Is that right? Like your mum and your dad?
Don't really have mom and dad back at home. They're not with us anymore. A while ago.
Oh dear. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
How long have you been away from home?
Few months now. But sure, I'm glad to be headed back.
You don't sound sure. Is it that you don't want to go back?
It's we would really like to go back. It's nice there. It's safe. Lots of food,
But-
places to sleep.
Sounds like there might be a but in that statement.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. So that was Topsy speaking to you the whole time. Now Turvy would pop up and say, "You know what? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry. Everyone's gonna be happy to see us. We just gotta keep a bit of a low profile when we get in there. Maybe shave a bit. It'll be fine.
Oh, are you referring to the whole rat trick that you guys do?
I don't know what you're talking about. They've obviously shown the fact that they were lycanthropes to you, but now they're very cagey about talking about it.
You know, the way you go all hairy.
And the teeth, you grow your teeth and you've got your little fingers with the sharp ends.
They kind of tuck their hands in their armpits and purse their lips. Don't know what you're talking about.
Look, if that's who you are, there's nothing to be ashamed about, and I'm sure your kin or your ken will accept you for who you are. Do they know that you do the thing?
I believe they're talking about your wire forms. If you like, we can provide better distractions away from that.
Topsy would be like, you could? And Turby would kind of smack him. He's like, we don't know what they're talking about.
Schrodinger is going to look around for just a random dead body to find on the trail.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's skeleton or whatever.
Okay. Coincidentally, after maybe we'll come back to that. So there's not any here, but stand by. We'll get there.
Okay.
Your 7 helps out with that.
Schrodinger will tell Topsy
Or my 7, I should say, since I rolled
wait for what he has to show them.
All right. So after you all continue to kind of prod at them, Topsy would eventually say, they don't really like people like us back at home. That's why Topsy and I left. When we got infected, we didn't want to go into the Warrens. Stinky, dirty, dark place the Warrens are. So we just left. When we get back, they're probably gonna make us go back to the Warrens.
Are you referring to Gracklestug?
Blingdenstone.
Blingdenstone Warrens. And that's a bad place to be?
It's not a good place to be.
Is there a way for them to tell if you are still afflicted?
He holds out his arm and, pulls up on a tuft of his hair. He's like, most of us ain't this hairy.
I see.
But it's fine.
Well,
It's fine.
you
You said you can hide us and keep people from seeing that we got the thing.
Well, not a way to hide you. Just a way to keep eyes off of you.
Good enough.
You just have to find the right thing to use.
Springer will make it all better. I don't know what he's planning, but I'm sure it'll fix the problem.
Good. Well, as long as no one knows that we're, afflicted, should be fine.
I agree.
Good.
Okay, no, that's it.
Okay. So after having cleared the air, Topsy and Turvy would go back to their normal gallivanting and their normal jovial selves now. To Blingdenstone, day 3. Okay. All right. Now, near the end of your day of travel, just before you all begin to start settling in and looking for a place to kind of make camp and rest for the night, Basidia catching up to you all and informing you that her Myconid entourage will need rest soon. Just before then, I need everyone to make perception checks.
Okay, perception.
Fantastic. Uranus, you hear some shuffling on a ledge high overhead, about 40 feet above you. And Schrodinger, you get the distinct aroma, something you're very familiar with, of corpses wafting towards your nostrils. A brief second later, a Duergar corpse comes tumbling off of the ledge and splats on the ground right in front of you, Schrodinger. A moment later, another one drops, and another, and another, until half a dozen Duergar corpses lie about the ground at all of you. And looking up from the source, you all see a few Myconids poke their head about, kind of cock their head towards you all.
Is the meaning of this?
Basidia would stomp up towards you all and look up and see this as well. And you would see her kind of look up and let out a puff of spores up towards our direction. And she would say that you've encountered some of the gatherers. They aren't due back for about 4 or 5 more days, but she is very, very fortunate that you all have stumbled upon them, as now she can direct them away from Neverlight Grove, and they can join your entourage. And conveniently enough, they have brought along 6 corpses. Would have gone back to add to the compost heaps.
Oh, I see.
Schroeder will walk over to a pile of where the Duergar corpses are, kneeling down, opening up his grimoire. He will purposely cut his thumb on an edge of paper, dropping some blood on 2 of the corpses, citing some abyssal chant of asking for these 2 to return. And he cast Animate Dead.
Awesome. Topsy and Turvy would walk up and be like, do we get those bodies? They look a little worn, and Topsy kicks one, and its leg kind of falls off a bit.
It's... Of course you'd end up right the hunchback on these 2 corpses. They won't pay attention to you.
I get it.
And nobody should come near them.
Turvy says, I want to be a potbelly.
Well, sure. Be whatever he wants. Just as long as you stay hidden.
Nice. So your plan is to sneak them into Blingden Stone atop your undead minions.
Yep.
Nice.
And there are 2 of them because undead thralls.
Nice. I love it. Very cool.
Anything good on the corpses?
Weapons, armor, mundane gear of that variety. Some survival gear, flint, steel, basic things you'd expect on a scouting party.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to the end of day 3. And how are you all going to be resting tonight? Are you going to just rest in the path? Are you going to try to find a cave, try to find the offshoot or someplace more secure to rest? What are you doing?
Suppose we'll find a cave.
Do you have the Illuminate Tiny Hut spell? Or the scroll?
What about
It's
Basidia and
Aladdin,
her
right?
I
entourage?
feel like we want to either save that, or if we feel like we could use it.
Oh, I mean, I don't know the ways of you wizard folk, but I see you've got that spell book. Can you not, copy that spell into your spell book? If it's so good?
It costs money.
Should we then save it?
Depends on how much money we get soon. Well, see why not, since we're heading to some civilization. and you're looking for a cave.
Okay, we'll need survival checks. Or a survival check, I should say.
I will give you guidance.
We can say that you would have known ahead of time to do that. That's fine.
What's that, D4?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. A big old 9.
Another one.
So many nat ones today. We're looking good. We're in good shape, y'all.
All of my guidance so far has been a nat one.
Fantastic.
Well, it bodes well.
All right. Fantastic. Okay. Cillian, you do find an offshoot. There's not many good places around this area. Your offshoot does have entrances at the front and at the place that you all enter into it. Less defensible than you would like, but it is what it is. Now, Cillian, as you are the one who found this lovely little spot, let's have you roll. Where is it? There we go. Let's have you roll a d20. Seven. Okay.
A lot of prime numbers already.
Okay. As you all kind of file into this cave, Basidia and her people also filing in with you as well. Okay. Basidia and her people also filing in. Uranus, roll a d6.
D6.
Okay.
Gotta say, we definitely have 30 gold. Wait, don't you need ink?
Yes, maybe. I just quickly Googled this. I don't know it off the top of my head.
I'm sure Blinging Stone will have supplies.
Possibly.
Hey, another nat one. Lots of those flying around today.
Oh, bloody hell, we average.
Okay. So, Cillian, as you're kind of wandering around the cavern, scouting it out, you find a patch of fungi. Strange growths that you have not recognized before. As you approach it, you see several little orifices begin to open up across its surface, and then it begins to shriek. Extraordinarily loud, ear-piercing. It makes it incredibly difficult to concentrate. You can hear this shrieking and wailing sound emitting from this thing, and as it does that, others across the cavern pick up the sound and begin to shriek as well. You see Basidia just immediately look over towards one and walk up and stomp it out. The shrieking stops. You all can hear this shrieking, this ear-piercing crying coming from these mushrooms begin to echo and bounce off into the darkness from which you all came from. What do y'all do? There are still several of these things around the cavern shrieking loudly.
We need to shut these things up that are going to give away our positioning.
Stillian will take out the stone crystal and use it to cast Speak with Plants and politely ask them to shut the hell up.
Nice.
So, Cillian, as you do that, it is just howling. It is howling things like, don't step on me, don't eat me, danger, danger, strangers, things like that is what it's shrieking. Make a persuasion check.
Oh no, charisma?
Mm-hmm. The one closest to you stops. The rest of them are still going.
And may I ask why you're speaking to the mushrooms and not using your boot? As Sarah's poised to, like, crush one of them.
Violence isn't always the answer, but in this
Pisidia
case,
runs up and squishes the one you spoke to.
yep, just full bore stool. Close your eyes. Full bore. Just stompy stomp.
Yeah, just start sacred flaming them.
All right.
Actually, no. I'll line them up and use burning hands.
Oh, God.
The carnage. Globagool engulfs one. It's just floating around inside of him. You just hear like a muffle.
Oh.
All right. Okay. All right, everybody. The rest of your night does go by without incident. Anyone that needs a long rest is free to take one. We can assume that you have all rested and are prepared for your next day of travel.
Cast Animate Dead again on the 2 Dwargar corpses for Topsy and Turvy. So
Okay.
they continue following us.
Got it, cool.
I cast.
Actually, no, it's...
Sorry, go on.
I think it's 24 hours, so it would actually be at the end of the day that I would have to cast it.
We could just assume that if you do it when you wake up from your long rest, it'll be good to go.
Okay, good enough.
We don't track hours as definitive things very much in these games, so... Okay,
I'll cast create food and water. Food
fantastic.
and water.
Is that a spell slot?
Unfortunately.
Okay, just a heads up. Just yesterday, you did come across pounds and gallons of fresh water and edible mushrooms.
In which case, I won't.
Figured that might be a
Thank you.
important detail. Yeah, no problem.
We almost got the blessed meal from the god. Instead, we eat mushrooms.
It's not blessed. I mean, it does. I mean, I've had it before. The food is bland but nourishing. Mushrooms might taste better.
It's fair. Try the mushrooms.
Yeah, it'll help us in a pinch, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, it was Ara and Schrodinger that rolled the last ones for yesterday. Let's go ahead and have Rannis and Cillian roll them for today. D20s. 14, you say. And a 16, you say. Okay. Stand by.
Stand by.
Okay, so Aranis. Okay, you're good, Cillian. All right, Aranis, I need you to roll a d20, please.
If we fall down another hole.
Oh,
That's either really good or really bad.
That's really bad.
That's really bad.
It's really bad.
Hear the DM.
Oh my
He's
God.
vocalizing.
Your god has forsaken you.
But she's just mad I haven't converted you all yet.
Oh,
You mind?
no.
I'm traveling with heathens.
This is what I return to? Oh, no.
Okay. Okay. Certainly could be worse. You rolled it on the terrain encounters table and not on the creature encounters table, so it certainly could be worse. However, as you all move through these caverns, you begin to notice webs Lots and lots of webs. They're thick. Some of them appear new. Some of them appear to be... every demon prince shows up. Some of them appear to be new. Some of them appear to be rather old. But they block every visible pathway that you can see currently. There does not appear to be a way around them. How do you proceed?
It's like we can't move forward. Can we go back?
The city would say that you could backtrack. She knows these paths well, but it would extend your journey by about 4 days to go back towards the passes she knows.
Sarah will take one of the newly foraged mushrooms and pitch it into the webbing to see if it'll get stuck.
It does indeed get stuck. It rolls over a couple of the older ones and then lodges and sticks. Make a what's your dark vision distance, Sarah? And how far did you huck this thing?
Dark vision. Oh my. Sorry. Darker. I'm gonna have to Google this one. 120 feet of dark vision.
Okay, fantastic.
And I would have hucked it like at the webbing closest to us.
So the webbing closest to you. Okay. So, once you huck the hunk of mushroom into the web, all is still for a brief moment, and then a swarm of tiny spiders erupts from the wall, covers this bit of mushroom. They swarm over it, moving across it, don't see anything they like, and then just as quickly as they appear, disperse and go back into the walls.
When they all... Are they small ones that diverged on the mushroom?
Yes, they are.
Okay, never mind.
It's not good.
I'm
not stepping foot near that webbing.
I might have a way to, I don't know, cut through the webbing quickly.
Yeah?
It might piss off the spiders.
Can you burn it?
I mean, yeah, I could burn, but I was thinking more. There's this thing I can do called Spirit Guardians, and it lasts for 10 minutes, and they attack everything. I don't know. Wait.
You're good at burning things, Aranis. I don't know if you've noticed.
I have noticed. My goddess grants me great skill at doing stuff. I mean, I could also cast Flaming Sphere and just like roll it as far as it can go for like a minute. It might burn all the webs.
I'm just concerned if you're the one walking through there with your little tiny dancers. They might just... It's up to you.
Oh, that's weird. She jumped around. Well, we could try the Flaming Sphere.
Well, that was my fault. I was checking everyone's level for no reason at all.
Oh. I thought I clicked the wrong thing.
My bad.
Yep. That's cool. I can cast Flaming Sphere. It lasts for a minute. If these webs are flammable, it will, ignite them as it rolls on through.
Okay.
Because I mean, I could always fireball, but like, depending on how extensive these webs are, it may not have reached them all.
Stillian lights a torch and just throws it at it.
That works too.
Okay.
Will you not have Firebolt?
That is a question I would really love an answer to, I must admit. It seems weird that my goddess has not granted me such an ability.
He's going to throw a Firebolt down through the middle.
Okay.
Just kind of burn whatever he can. Kind of the tiny green Firebolt.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, You do clear several feet ahead of you with your firebolt, and firebolt's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. So, Schrodinger, you do seem rather convinced that going about it this way, you won't be slowed down. And you see the swarms of tiny spiders kind of disperse and go back into the walls, fleeing from the flame. They seem rather hesitant to approach.
I think we found our way through.
You think it's safe now?
Maybe.
Safe is relative.
Schrodinger, can you keep doing that thing that you do with your finger where the fire comes out while we're walking through? Keep them at bay?
Yes, I can do that. This is about as much as you like. I'm just not going to be the first person to walk in there.
Naturally.
Okay, let's go.
Right behind you, Aranis.
But I will.
You
never
will
mind.
go.
I suppose if you're clearing the way of firebolts, I won't need to do anything. I'll just keep my eyes out for the parents of the smaller spiders.
Okay.
Alright, now it's a shame that I switched off Summon Undead.
Okay. So, this passage goes for quite some time. Basidia would be near the back of your party, kind of keeping an eye on the rear and everything. And she would say that this must be a new nest. This wasn't here the last time that she moved through. Okay. These weren't here the last time that she moved through. And she would say that as you're moving through this, she would first say that this is great that you all are clearing this so well. This would have added several days to your journey, trying to get through this meticulously. She also says that her scouts are reporting several larger spiders moving around behind your group. They don't seem to be moving forward to attack, but they are moving into the spaces that you all previously occupied, and she can't quite figure out why.
Spiders like these usually a problem.
She says that spiders are always a problem in the Underdark. They're one of the ecosystem's most successful natural predators.
Well, let's get a move on then. I don't want to meet the parents. And she'll kind of shove Aranis forward. Move.
Let's see if that penchant for spiders is hereditary.
Indeed.
Schrodinger's gonna pick up the pace with firebolts.
Okay. So, after a while, you all do find your way into... You continue down these pathways for a good, couple miles this passageway goes through. Every now and then you see a much larger spider kind of looking down a passageway off to the right or left of you. It notices you all and kind of goes back. You all are, even with the firebolts, you all are tripping webs every now and then, brushing by them with your arms, moving past them in ways that alert spiders, but none of them are really approaching you all. Eventually, you find yourselves in a wide open cavern. Basidia would say that this cavern is familiar to her. However, what's not is the chasm at its center. There is a gaping hole in the floor, about 35 feet wide and about 50 feet long. Across it span many webs. At the center of it, there is one large stone structure standing. The room is empty, as far as you all can tell. Basidia would say, we have to get across that chasm, or we have to backtrack. And she would say that with the amount of spiders that are filling the chasm behind her, that would be very difficult.
So the stone structure, is it like a pillar or a platform?
Give me just a moment, and I will be able to show you. Y'all would see one very large spider near the back of the cavern kind of pull itself back into its hole as you all enter the room.
Is it pitch black in here?
It is. It is very dark.
I have 60-foot dark vision now.
Oh, nice. I will get that permanently adjusted for you right now.
Thank you.
Can I, before I'm standing, can I just check our surroundings? See if I notice anything else.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Negative.
Shocker. Oh, wrong Seraphin Odith, I think.
Oh, weird. I thought I permanently changed them. My bad. I'll fix that right now.
Cillian, I don't suppose you want to talk to that spider? See if we can get safe passage?
We also get zombies for Topsy and Turvy.
Got it. Got
Whenever you
it.
get the chance.
Are you using the zombie stat block?
I think it might be a little different because Necromancer.
Okay. Let me see the
But
spell.
other than that, yes.
Oh god, Odith has a lot of HP.
Yeah, she does.
So there's the Animate Dead. Which is basically
Undead
that.
Servant.
But it gets tweaked because 6th level, animate dead to your spell block if it's not already there when you're
Okay. Hit points are increased by a maximum by a level equal to your wizard level. Adds your proficiency bonus to weapon and damage rolls. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, max HP just increases by 6.
They're both zombies, right?
Yes.
Is that the stone structure you're talking about?
That it is.
And by structure, you just mean it's just like a piece of rock. It's not like a tower, wasn't
Correct.
it? Okay. And there's no other way. I think there's only one way across. I pick up a stone and I chuck it onto the web here.
You pick up a stone and you chuck it onto the web. Okay. One of Basidia's myconids would quickly run up into the cavern. A brief second goes by, nothing seems to happen, but when your rock hits that web, you see all the webbing over this entire cavern begin to shudder at the same time. Looking back down the cavern that you just came down, a ripple moves down that cavern as well. One of Basidia's scouts would run up to you and say the spiders have entered a frenzy. Her and her people are doing her best to hold them off, but there are dozens behind you that are trying to work their way towards this cavern. At that exact moment, Uranus, you would see a little bit of dust fall from the ceiling high overhead.
I look up.
And you see this.
Oh, go away. No, other way. Let's go. Let's leave.
Roll initiative.
Turn around. much too big.
Emerging from the walls around you all. See more spiders emerging.
Oh no, why did I have to roll a natural 20?
Up from the chasm, you hear clittering and little chattering of legs on stone. It's just a bunch of spiders. You all have had worse. You'll be fine.
Huge! It's bigger than my ping. Can that...
It's the size of like the fireball circle. Why?
Why?
I need to
Okay.
think we know what I'm hitting next with it.
Okay.
Hey, Brandis, we only been showing it on measly little firebolts. You show big fire skills.
Okay, so two of the larger spiders that came out from the holes in the walls of the cavern. The first thing that this one does is it rears up onto its back hindquarters and launches a web at Sereth, the closest one to it. That is a 15 to hit Sereth.
Right. Sorry, I need to pull up his sheet.
You're good.
That might miss him now.
I think it does.
16, hell yeah.
The next one does the same at Turvey's zombie. It's a 20 to hit that zombie.
Ooh.
I'm sure that hits.
I think it does. I can't see the stat block.
Okay, so, Turvey's zombie, we'll say that the Topsy and Turvey are kind of just walking around alongside and behind their zombies for now, but, Turvey's zombie is restrained, wrapped up in this sticky goo of webbing. Sarah. Point of order, this thing is still descending from the ceiling. It's 30 feet in the air currently.
Okay. Sorry.
Like, if you had an ability that affected everything within 30 feet, as in it's just out or just in?
Sorry?
Never
question?
mind.
I'm sorry, confused.
No, you're fine. Okay, Sarah.
Sarah's armor will take on that familiar shimmer as she bonus action casts Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And she will move towards this one here. And she hates spiders, but she will take out her longsword and do her best to get rid of this one.
Okay.
So, strike 20 to hit
20 does hit.
with 11 slashing.
Fantastic, you lop off a couple of its legs, green slime spurts out from the wounds.
Best you crawl back into your hole. And she'll strike at it again with the 23. And 9 slashing, and I will add a first level smite as well.
Nice, nice.
8 radiant.
Okay, fantastic. So that is a total of 17 more.
Mm-hmm.
It drops.
Oh! That's more like it. These are just baby spiders, everyone. And she wipes the green goo from her blade, or shakes the...
That one's the big
shakes
one. Why not look at that bigger one, Sarah?
What are you talking about? And she, she doesn't perceive things very well. She's just happy to see the dead thing in front of her. So so then she will move I think she can move to here. And that'll be her turn.
Okay. Brings us to these little guys. Cillian, this one runs up along the side of along the ledge and runs up to you.
Just a quick question.
Huh?
Pitch black in here? You said?
Yes.
Is
It is
it
dark.
relying on dark vision to see me?
It is.
Then I'm invisible.
Oh yeah. Okay. Make sure it doesn't have any other senses. Since it does have blind sight out to 10 feet, unfortunately.
Okay.
Spider. Okay. It does rush up and attempt to bite you with a 16 to hit.
That's my armor class.
For 5 piercing, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. That is a failure. You do take an additional 10 poison damage from that attack. Okay. Cillian, you see the wound begin to desiccate strangely, as if it was forming necrotic flesh around the bite site much faster than a normal spider bite would. You get the sense that being reduced to 0 by these things would be very, very bad. This one rushes its at Eldeth. 24 to hit Eldeth. For
Hit.
7 piercing, and we need a Constitution saving throw. She would have advantage on this as it is against poison.
Okay.
That is a success. She only takes half of 10, so she takes 5 points of poison.
Okay.
Uranus. Jeez, they're rolling high. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
4 piercing and a con save.
Okay.
Jeez, 10.
Okay. -4. And a con save. Save.
$17 is a success. You take half of that for 5 poison.
I wish my HP was higher.
Okay. That does bring us to the NPC entourage. So, Sereth can go first.
Zareth will pull out his bow and shoot the one biting his friend Uranus. I'm biased.
12 does not hit. 19 does. We'll turn that 11 into poison. Or flavor. I forgot to adjust their stat blocks. We'll turn that 11 into poison.
Okay, I'll rename it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I would have done that even before knowing this, but it does not take any of the poison damage. It does take 9 piercing, though.
Fair enough.
Okay.
That's all he's got.
Alright, that is going to bring us to Eldeth.
Okay. So Eldith's got one of those things right in front of her.
Yep.
Okay. Time to meet a blade forged with the blessings of Moradin, and she'll take out her short sword and stab.
22 hits.
And she will do it again with even more vigor.
18 is also a good hit for 8 more piercing.
And that's her turn.
Cillian. Oh, we got
apologize.
Topsy and Turvy real quick. They're just gonna let loose some crossbow bolts. Sorry about that. My bad. Crossbow bolts at the giant thing hanging from the ceiling. Miss. Miss. Hit. Miss. 5 piercing. You all see just a little tiny crossbow bolt sticking out of this thing's massive thorax. Alright, go ahead, Cillian.
Alright. I apologize ahead of time. This is going to get a little hectic. For my bonus action,
Okay.
and then I will lose my first shot at the big guy crawling on the walls.
Okay. $13 is no good.
God! Assume a 14's no good.
No, it is not.
Okay, I have a second attack on my first turn due to Dread Ambusher, so I
Mhm.
will shoot him again.
20 hits.
Okay, first thing, need a strength saving throw, DC 13. If it's a large or larger creature, it has advantage.
Okay, it is huge. So... Strength. It does get a 17 on that.
Okay, so that just fails. Let's see, so 14 damage plus... Plus of that for Dread Ambusher,
Okay.
16, and then, because I can, I will use Precision Strike.
Nice. Another 8.
Yep. So 24 points of damage total. Next attack has advantage. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else.
Okay. Schrodinger,
And
you
I'm
are
over.
up. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna like swivel around this little guy.
Got it.
So I'm going to help Uranus and firebolt the little spider that's next to him. $13 hit.
13. The little spider next to Uranus does not hit.
Oh, darn it. I tried.
Your zombies?
To this way. Zombies. It's not letting me drag them, but
here. Excuse me. Okay, here you go. You should be able to control them now.
Yep. All right. Nice. So this one's going to stand next to Eldith. And slam down on that spider.
Okay.
It's a 15.
Okay, 15 does hit that one. You get these guys rolling out in the open. Okay. And the other?
And the other one is going to use his full movement, get behind this one with Uranus,
Okay.
and attack that one.
18 hits.
Is it 23 because flanking?
Crit does hit. Yep. So for 5. Awesome.
5 bludgeoning.
Okay. Uranus,
So it's 30 feet up.
30 feet up in the air.
Trying to do some Pythagoras in my head.
Oh, we do not respect Pythagoras around these parts. It's 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
You take the higher of the two numbers. So if it was 120 feet in the air, but 40 feet ahead of you, you have 120 feet. Take the higher of the two numbers, and that's what it is.
So.
God, imagine trying to do freaking Pythagoras math every time you needed to hit something that was in the air. No, thank you.
Interesting. And how's it coming down? Like, is it on a web?
It is coming down on a web. Yep.
Like a strand?
Yes, a thick strand.
Is that the only thing holding it up?
It currently is. AC 18 if you want to go for it, or if you can burn it.
I cast Fireball.
AC 18.
Fireball?
Fireball?
Yeah.
That would certainly burn it.
150 feet, and given its range, given its like AoE, I'm hitting both the spider and the web.
Okay.
So can the spider make a dex save?
Yes.
Can it fail?
Let's find out. Dexterity saving throw result is a 7. It takes 32 points of fire damage. It shrieks, drops from its distance of the 30 feet, drops onto that center pillar, splats onto it. So 32 points. Awesome, awesome. It strikes onto the ground, and go ahead and roll 3d6 for me from the bludgeoning damage that it takes from the fall.
3d6. Oh.
Okay.
Still a lot of nat one. I wrote 2 nat ones in the fireball as well. Where's going on?
It splats down onto the ground, onto that center platform, scrambles a bit to its feet, trying to orient itself.
Does it orientate itself? It's fairly big for quite a small platform.
It's also a spider. Very agile little fuckers those things are. So yes, it does orient itself properly onto the rock that was right beneath it.
Fine. It's like, how satisfying would it be if it just fell off into the chasm?
Unfortunately, it is still surrounded by webs on that level, and Uranus, if you were to take a look down into that pit, guess what it's filled with?
Oh, don't. Why just say that?
At least if you fall into the pit, you won't fall to your death.
Immediate death.
You won't fall to your immediate death.
Never-ending skin crawling.
Anything else, Uranus?
Just double-checking my bonus actions. I need to get a feat. My bonus actions suck.
You're a cleric.
Yeah.
You have Shield of Faith.
My
You have Spiritual Weapon. You have.
I just used my spell.
Okay. Yeah, clerics. You've got to do stuff. You got to do stuff before, like your first turn is your setup turn.
True. I mean, I almost used Radiance of the Dawn. I have to admit. But
this thing is so huge.
It would hit it. I mean, it would have hit everything, even that up there. Yeah, that is everything, and I'll stay here because why not? Oh, it's 10 now. Oh, damn.
Uranus, it orients itself up onto its little platform, all 8 of its legs kind of gathered together to lift itself up. It looks at you with this terrible intelligence, Uranus. You can tell it knows what you've done, and it does not appreciate it.
I pointed Sarah, she did it. I'm a drow. We good.
That's awful.
That's awful.
Pulling out the drow card in combat. Oh.
Need everybody. So you see this thing reach down and lay one of its massive legs onto one of the webs that drapes down. it begins to thrum and make this humming sound. You see all the web all over this chamber begin to mimic that sound. It begins to vibrate at this strange frequency. I need everybody within 30 feet of the spider to make wisdom saving throws. So that is going to be Uranus, Cillian, Sarah, Schrodinger, you are out of it, and Eldeth.
Sarah, do you have your aura yet?
I do. I have an aura.
Does the zombies have to?
They do
make
not.
it?
The undead do not have to make the saving throws, neither do the spiders. Or stool, for that matter.
So,
Okay, cool.
your aura of protection, Sarah, that's your wisdom modifier, isn't it? Everything within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's your wisdom modifier? No, what's your... Is it wisdom? Charisma. What's your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier is... Where did it go? 2.
I'll take it.
DC 13. Good luck, y'all. Uranus, you succeed. Let's go ahead and get Sarah and Cillian. Cillian having a bad day.
National.
Sessional. all right.
Wait, sorry, which
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. So,
Fantastic. Okay, you all succeed. Lucky you. Lucky you. Okay, let's go ahead and get Eldeth's next. Wisdom save. DC 13. Okay. All right. You all succeed on that. We'll see if it recharges next time it gets to its turn, if it gets another turn after all the damage y'all are doing to it. But it does shoot a web out at Cillian. I mean, not out at Uranus. Sorry. Uranus, that's a 20 to hit with the web.
That's 20 to hit with the web.
20 to hit with the web.
I use my reaction for warding for.
Give it disadvantage?
Yes, please.
15.
That misses.
Fantastic. Okay. It do be pissed. But it also do be smart. What does it do? Interesting.
Succumbs to its inevitable end.
Not yet. What does it do here? I think it stays put. Yeah, I think it stays put for now. Okay.
It's a big circle.
Yeah.
Oh, and big circle's intimidating.
That's like some Doctor Strange rune circle.
Okay. You know what it does do,
Wait,
though?
there's a guy down there?
Is it shouts some... It makes some strange sounds with its mandibles and some clicking noises. You see the spider down here begin to take notice. And it... Check its movement speed. Good.
What's it saying, Zareth?
Oh, Sareth might understand. Make a...
Depends. What language is it? Is it actually a language?
No, it's not. But
Yeah.
Sareth might actually understand a little bit about what's going on there. So go ahead and make a intelligence check for Sareth. Nice. He has no clue.
Ooh,
Okay. And one more.
sounds like a spider.
It gets to right there, and Uranus, it tries to shove you forward.
Oh, the dick!
I need an athletics
Doesn't it
check.
get... What about opportunity? Opportunity
Yeah,
attacks
anybody
on
that
the
it
roll?
passed from... So Eldeth, Topsy, and Turvy would all get opportunity attacks on it. Mouse, you actually might be able to take it down. Zombie slam too. Nice. That's a miss. That's a miss.
Zombie miss.
And Topsy and Turvy, they'll use their claws.
Would... I don't know.
Okay, that's a hit and a crit. Okay, from Topsy and Turvy.
Oh,
So
yeah,
Topsy and
there you
Turvy
go,
do a
boys.
combined 14 damage to it. Okay, Uranus. Athletics.
Oh, this could be really... I don't... oh, God. Is it a saving... It's
It
athletics.
is an
not
athletics, a
saving.
contested athletics check. It gets a 15. Oh no.
I know even my session will help. Oh my God.
Uranus.
Ow.
if you want to use your sessional, I will make it only 5 feet instead of the 10 feet that it would be able to shove you by beating you by more than 5.
Which way is it shoving me?
Which way do you think it's shoving you?
That way or that
Yeah,
way? I mean, I was kind of scared that you were talking.
no, it wants you in
Off
the
the
web.
cliff.
It wants you in the web.
Yeah, I'll take my sessional.
Okay, so you were only shoved 5 feet and now teeter on the edge above the web. Looking down at that web, Uranus, you can see thousands of little spiders crawl over each of those webs. Tiny little ones. Each can fit into your palm of your hand, but there's a lot of them.
Whoa,
Sarah?
whoa.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the hell? What happened? Okay. If I stand here, do I get advantage, or is that not quite flanking?
That wouldn't be flanking. You can step out into the chasm if you'd like to. You won't fall too
No.
far.
No.
The spiders
Okay, with
will
her
catch you.
With her soldier's instinct, she would prefer to get a sure hit, so she's going to move into the crowd here. Can she?
You can move through your ally spaces unimpeded. If you move through an enemy space, it's a contested athletics check.
Where can she move? One. Oh, that's a pillar in my way. I can move 1, 2, 3. If I move here beside stool, or even here, would that be flanking with the zombie? Is a zombie considered a flankable ally?
Yes, it is. If you were to
Okay.
get to here, you certainly would be able to.
Okay, I can move to here.
Okay.
Okay. So she will. More baby spiders. Excellent. But I don't like the big one in the middle. 15 to hit.
15 hits. Yep. 8. Okay.
8. And swinging again. Swinging again.
20's a good hit.
20. It's 11.
Down it goes.
Oh, okay. So I moved. Okay. So then I think because she moved, I'm so bad at counting 5. I think she moves 5 squares to get here, so she has got some movement left.
1 square left.
Yeah. So she will move here beside Eldeth. Yeah, the next little one. And she taunts this one here. And that will be her turn.
All right. The little ones do indeed go next. All right. Starting from the top, Cillian, it attempts to bite you. That is a nat 1, a 6 to hit. Obvious miss. Uranus, the one next to you, whips around and attempts to bite you. It is 17 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
All right. The one in front of Eldeth attacks Sarah. Sarah, it's only a 9 to hit. Bad round for them.
She just chucks up her shield and its little leg hits it.
These ones are neat looking too. Bang.
Oh, nice. I was wondering what they...
Yeah.
Tomato spiders.
Tomato spiders. Okay. Does anyone need a close up on the big one?
No, thank you.
Kinda, yeah.
All right, that does bring us to the NPCs. We'll go ahead and start with Topsy and Turvy this time. They'll take shots at the big guy again. Jesus, 2 crits. Nice. They do 20 damage to him. Holy hell. Go Topsy Turvy. Okay, and let's go ahead and get Eldeth next. $17 on that one does hit. 15 does as well, so for 11. And Sereth.
Bareth will attack the little spider next to Uranus.
Nice, nice, nice. So 19.
Does poison do anything to her?
No, it does not. So 10. Right. And I believe that's all of them. Cillian, back to you.
Okay, since I'm over on an island by myself, I'm gonna shoot the little guy in front of me.
Oh no.
Really?
Nah, one auto miss.
Yeah, I guess that's just the world's most impressive turn.
Don't you get a... Are you not a... What is it? 5th level fighter yet?
Nope.
Okay. Alright. Schrodinger.
Schrodinger is going to create another firebolt in his hand and aim it towards the big spider.
Okay.
While aiming it, while holding it in his hand, he's gonna look on towards the big spider. Realize it's much bigger. He needs a bigger flame to handle such spider. And the flame in his hand will get bigger. And Schrodinger will cast Fireball.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Roll it up. Dexterity saving throw result is... a 12. Wow. Giant tarantula is not very dexterous, is he?
Takes a full 27 fire.
27. Very good. Okay. It is definitely beginning to look rough. Alright.
And for the zombies, one is going to attempt to smash the little one next to Uranus.
Thank you.
Nice.
A
Crit.
crit. Nice.
Okay, for 5.
And this other zombie is going to be dumb and take a couple steps forward, try to flank with Sarah.
Okay.
I don't know if the webs cause any effect.
Just difficult terrain.
Okay, fine. And slam.
15 hits. 7. Nice, nice, nice.
That is all.
Uranus.
Uranus will clutch his symbol of Elestri as he calls on her to smite everything within 30 feet as he uses Radiance of the Dawn.
Nice.
And I have a button for it. DC
Okay.
15 con save.
Big spider. It's a 9 and fails.
It takes the full 18.
Little spiders.
And it's all enemies I can see within 30 feet, so anything down in the chasm I can see.
Okay. The 30 feet. Fantastic. Okay, okay. Alright. Those little guys don't have 9 hit points, so anything within 30 feet down there is immediately vaporized. Cool.
This huge light show just erupts from the cavern. I'm sure Elestri's here herself, like smiting her mother's spiders.
Okay, they both go down. Alright.
And that one?
I did not make... I forgot to hit this one. Let me go ahead and make the save. Con save result is an 18, so it only takes half.
Yes.
Please kill it. Anything else?
I will then use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay.
and I'll put that next to the spider. I'll put it there. Why not?
Okay, just gotta find it again. It's here somewhere.
Does the damage go up?
Sorry, my computer's acting up a little bit. Giant spiritual weapon for a giant spider.
Hell yeah. Elestri has joined us in battle.
All right. Anything else?
23.
23 hits. 8. Okay. Ooh, it is looking rough.
I want to cut off one of his legs.
All right. Jeez. Okay.
And then I back away. I would like to go far, far away.
To behind Schrodinger. Okay.
No, it's fine. I'll get
That does bring us to its turn. You have just obliterated about 1/10 of its babies. It is very upset. It is very, very upset. First, it is going to shoot a web at you, Uranus.
Let me just double check. What's the distance on my warding flag? Mother fudge. 30 feet.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Uranus, unlike these other spiders, you see this one's web launches out towards you from its lower abdomen and smacks into your chest, wraps you up a little bit, and you can see that it's still attached to it.
Oh no.
It drags you straight up in front of it.
What
Is it possible to
Cyrus
make some
didn't
sort of
trigger it?
opportunity attack? Like, maybe against, towards Uranus, but more towards the web.
I will allow Schrodinger and Sereth, since they are the closest ones, to use their reactions to make an athletics check to try and grab Uranus before he's wrenched towards this spider.
Athletics. That's just strength, isn't it? Yeah.
Athletics, you say? Oh, crap.
Is that Sereth?
Yeah.
Okay. That's...
I'm glad it's Cyrus.
I don't know why I tried.
Schrodinger tripped.
It just went straight
The
through my
contested
hands.
roll. Uranus got a 17. This thing got a 15. It wrenches Uranus towards it. Sereth reaches out and just wraps up Uranus in this bear hug to try and grab him back, and falls backward. You all see that line sever. The thing is pissed. It rushes.
Thank you, Cyrus. What did I do?
What do you mean, what did you do? You burned all its babies.
It started it.
Okay, 22 to hit with the bite, Sereth. Or Uranus.
Now I use my reaction for warding flare.
18 at disadvantage.
Ah, mother. Yeah, that hits.
You take 4 piercing.
That's weird. My health's gone back.
Something wrong with your health bar?
It's gone back up. I don't know why. What was I before? I think I was like 40. Yeah,
piercing.
how much? 4 piercing, okay.
And 24 poison.
4 piercing. And how much poison?
24.
Oh, wow. I am in quite a lot of trouble.
I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
And Sarah's aura's left me.
You are paralyzed.
Shit.
Sarah?
Okay. Okay. So Sarah will come. Oh god, the spider's so big. It's much better when it's further away. So she, that innate like fear she has, again reaches right to her soul, and you will see her enlarge
Ooh.
before your eyes, and she gets big. And I think it allows me to add a d4 to my damage. And then she will move up to the spider. Said, now you've met your match. And she will strike. $18 to hit.
18 hits.
10 slashing, and she will add her first level smite damage to that.
Okay.
You also get bonus damage because of your size.
Oh, plus the d4. Yes.
That is a total of 18, 19, 20 points. Sarah, as this thing looms over Uranus, poised and ready to make him a squishy meal, how do you kill it?
So yeah, the legs that are, or the leg, you know, those little feeders. I'm assuming the mouth feeders are kind of like poised around Uranus, and she'll take her long sword, and she will just swipe across one of its mandibles, and the strength of the force, because she wants to save her friend, and she's really big now, crosses to the second mandible just as quickly, and they sort of clatter to the ground as this radiant light emanates from the tip of her sword.
Hell yeah. Okay. The thing falls, and you see it tumble back and into the pit. It falls 30 feet down before it's dropping. You'll barely see what it's suspended on, but it drops into the pit, stops, and then you all see dark shapes swarm over it and begin to devour it.
Ooh.
With that, we will go ahead and drop out of initiative. The last spider, Cillian. Yeah. The last spider would flee, seeing that last big boy go down. Cillian, you can take an opportunity attack against it as it runs.
For my pride, I absolutely will. Oh my god.
It scurries away unharmed.
You felt bad for it. Lost its mommy.
Now,
How long am I paralyzed for?
for 1 minute, you can you can continue making saves. So we'll just say that you become unparalyzed.
It's fine. I'm cool here in Sarah's arms.
Sarah wanted to pick Uranus up like a baby, but okay, next time.
Well, we've still got some time, so let's go ahead and have Sareth. Let's go ahead and have Uranus make a saving throw. Oh, you know what? That's the regular spider that's paralyzed for 1 minute. This is 1 hour.
Oh god.
Oh.
So Sareth, Uranus. We will need you.
Just because we're both drow.
All right, we will need you to make a saving throw.
What, con
save, and you can attempt
It's,
another
back.
one in an hour.
Now and then another one in an hour.
Correct.
And he's doing a saving throw,
Yes.
and he's within 10 feet of me, so he can add 2.
Oh my god.
You can add 2.
10 is not good.
I've got it. If you look on
Oh, you
mine,
did it.
I've got Sarah's aura.
Oh, that's so cool.
Sarah's aura, nice. It even says it. That's awesome.
The healers were paralyzed. I've got a spell that can help fix this.
I think. Hold on.
It's fine. Sarah's got me.
Is it paralysis is not a disease? Or is he
No.
poisoned and that's paralyzed? No. Okay.
He is poisoned. The poison is what's causing the paralyzed condition.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, Sarah could lay a giant hand on him
And crush it.
delicately. Just her pinky. If that.
Pass lay on finger.
Ranis, you wake up. The city and her people say that the spiders seem to have backed off for now, but they're still blocking your exit.
Oof, what
There's
happened?
no way back. We're gonna go ahead and
The
take our break
craziest
now, everybody.
dream.
And when we come back, you all can figure out how to get across this chasm without being devoured by thousands of little spiders.
Burn the fuck.
Alright, so we're back. You all have successfully defeated a swarm of spiders led by their massive, strangely intelligent mother? Queen? Whatever you want to call it. It's dead now. The city has informed you all that there are still dozens of spiders blocking your exit from this place. There's no going back the way you came lest you wish to fight your way through another swarm of spiders. However, between you and your way out is a chasm. A chasm that now 30 feet below is still lined with webbing as deep as you all can perceive and crawling with hundreds and hundreds of ravenous baby spiders. How do you all expect or plan to get across this chasm?
From what we've seen, if we step on the web, we will get stuck.
There are no webs here,
Oh.
here, or here anymore. They have been obliterated by a fireball. The only webs that are now here are 30 feet down. From what you have seen, yes, the webs are very sticky, and they're crawling with spiders.
Okay. Time for a caltrops and piton.
I mean, we've got a rope.
Yeah. Isn't a caltrop a spiky thing if we tie it and hook it into the hook one end of the rope here and maybe one end of the rope here?
I have a fantastic idea.
Go on.
Everybody else, hold one end of the rope. I will tie off on the other. Sarah, while you're this size, throw me.
But maybe we should throw something less important.
Sarah.
Like one of
Let's
those
throw Sarah.
zombies.
Oh.
Okay, now wait a minute,
He
Sarah.
shoots you a rude gesture, Sarah.
It's done
What's
out
he,
of character.
what's he done to you?
Do I have to bring up the giant manta ray yet again?
That was
I will-
during
I will-
that was like an epiphany and a catharsis ago. Like, you need to let things go, Sarah.
He's never apologized to Sarah. Dwarves hold grudges.
I shoot Sarah for looking and try to communicate to him.
Right, he's just looking right at Sarah. He says nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
If only someone made a oath of redemption. That would.
I know. You
Oh,
think forgiveness
no.
would be in that oath?
Okay. All right, Cillian, I'll chuck you across. Come on over, little one. Little boy.
I met a zombie.
Cillian's got opinions.
Hey,
That's a very long
zombies.
distance for you to throw something.
Zombies are family.
It's 15 feet. She can. That's an easy. That's underhanded, grandma style. No problem.
That's pretty much 20.
It is important to note that the way out is down here.
Yeah, but I think where we
Oh,
want to
can
go
we
is
get-
right here.
Oh, we can get to here. Can we shimmy along the cliff
Wait,
edge?
there's a thing
Or-
down there?
I cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay, that takes 10 minutes, right?
Do people mind if we wait 10 minutes while I cast this?
I will reduce in size.
Okay.
So
let's
let me just check.
keep going.
Is the
What?
group of myconids behind us still being swarmed?
No, they're no longer being attacked. They are, however, being blocked from exiting. They can make it to you, but they can't make it back the way they came.
So here, is this a thin edge we could walk or no?
It is not. You would have to make dexterity checks, dexterity saving. What we would call it acrobatics or athletics checks to cross that way,
Oh God, or fall into the thing.
or fall into the thing.
What if we did
But-
go with the first plan? And someone gets over easily, anchors to an end. But the other side of the rope is tied to Cillian. Or
We
tied to
can't
someone.
chuck Cillian over. This seems bad.
No, I think we're gonna throw a rope with a caltrop and have it dig in here, and I can hold the rope tight, and you guys can climb across. Would that work?
Oh, yeah, that works.
And then I guess I'll have to just make my way.
So, if you tie it and hand me one end, I can...
Is
can
this
make it over
web
there,
still
buddy.
there?
Yes, it is.
And would it be treated as difficult terrain?
It would.
Oh, well, that's not so bad then.
I can still make it over there fairly easy. If you just hand me the other side, please. You can make this...
Wait. We have a potion. Don't we have a potion of spider crawling?
I think we have Long Strider.
Ooh, long strider could work.
Nice.
Potion of climbing. Wait. There's never a time to use it.
I don't think this is as difficult as you're making it out to be.
Okay.
Tie a rope to somebody, have them walk across. If they fall, we pull them up. If they make it,
Is that
they tie the rope
Before or
off.
after they get devoured by spiders.
Sorry, I missed some of that. What's are we gonna try and just crawl across the web?
I think we should not touch the web. Schrodinger's
Okay.
going to pick up the side of the rope tied with the cattle prod and misty step across.
Hey,
Oh,
he
nice.
makes it.
Okay.
Go off.
Going to anchor his side as tight, as firmly as he can into the ground where he's at.
Okay.
And so one side of the rope is here.
Question.
Yes.
Rope's an object.
Yes.
Wouldn't the entirety of the object go with him?
Not if I hold one end.
Yeah, we won't worry about that. I think it's fine to leave half of a rope behind and Misty step away with one end of it. Or you could even toss it to Schrodinger once he's over there. I think Misty step is a perfectly good way to get across this. For him.
Okay.
Rolls in that one and
Not
just
for the rest of
javelins
you.
him.
So who's going across first?
Oh, I'll go. I mean, I'm technically second, but I'll go.
Would Sarah, like him holding onto the rope and then Sarah chucking him, would that be good? Or is he just able to swing across?
So there wouldn't be there's no swinging across. So there's a rope
Okay.
going from one end of this to the other. You can either
I'll secure it.
Yeah, you can either hang
Yeah.
upside down on it, you can try to tight rope across it, you
Okay.
could try to use it as your balance while you hold onto the wall. Whatever it may be, there is a singular rope stretching the length of this chasm. While it has made the job possible and potentially easier, it has certainly not made it foolproof or, for lack of a better word, easy. Easier, doable. You can make whatever checks are going to be necessary at advantage now, but it is not a solve all.
I guess I will attempt to cross it using the rope and the wall.
Okay, you can do athletics or acrobatics, and you have advantage. You make it across. I'm going to assume Stool went with you.
That's why I used acrobatics. I had to balance
Okay.
taking it on my head.
We still have Sereth, Topsy Turvy, Eldeth, Uranus, Sarah, and both zombies to get across.
I will do the same as Cillian. Oh, God help me.
Acrobatics and or athletics at advantage.
Definitely acrobatics.
We're going to set the
Advantage.
DC at 10. Relatively low DC. Good luck, everybody.
Where's the... where's our advantage? Okay. Yeah.
Uranus falls. You hear him cry out. A brief moment later, you hear the cry stop. Roll initiative, everyone.
I'm glad I got lots of health.
Uranus, as soon as you make contact with the web down there, you suddenly feel your skin begin to crawl as tiny little arachnids begin to swarm all over you. When you first land, you do take 12 points of piercing damage as they begin to bite on you.
God,
You will
that's
take a
half my
D10.
HP.
You will take a D10 at the beginning of each of your turns until you are released and saved from this. Sarah, what do you do?
Okay. How far away is he from me?
He is 30 feet down.
And can I see, like, is he like surrounded by just a ridiculous amount of spiders?
They have swarmed over him. You can barely see Uranus through the
Oh
coat
my
of
God.
spiders on him.
Okay. And these spiders are in the initiative?
No. They are too small. They are too numerous. They are not in the initiative. Uranus will simply take 1d10 piercing damage at the start of each of his turns.
Yeah, and I'll probably be unconscious my next turn.
But he is taking attacks? Like he is being attacked.
It's more like an effect. At the start of his turn, the swarms of spiders that are over him will do their damage.
Okay. Okay, so she
Wait, is it
will...
to start my turn?
At the start of your turn.
I'm gone.
They could roll very low.
They'd have to roll a 1.
If I lower a rope to him, is he able to... He'd be able to grab it on his next turn, I guess?
You would.
Okay, so I will use my action to lower a rope down to him.
Okay. Anything with your bonus action, your movement, anything else?
I will cast Sanctuary on him.
Which would do? These aren't attacks.
These aren't attacks.
These aren't
okay,
attacks.
Then I will not.
Even if they were, we can. There's hundreds, if not more, spiders on him. Several of the bites would get through, regardless of if they had disadvantage or not.
Okay. Yeah. I think, Yeah, that's what I'll do. It's just send the rope down to him and tell him to grab on and get ready to hoist him up.
Okay. Schrodinger.
Cast Wither and Bloom with Uranus being directly in the center.
Okay. How many targets does Wither and Bloom hit? Any enemy targets?
Each creature of your choice in the area must succeed a Constitution saving throw and take 2d6
All
necrotic
of them?
damage on a failsave. It would be everybody within the 10-foot radius sphere.
All of the
centered
spiders
on-
covering Uranus suddenly burst into necrotic flame and wither away and die. Uranus, you will not take damage on this round.
Thank you,
Gets to
Schrodinger.
heal a little bit.
You also gain a little bit of health, it looks like.
I'll take it.
Is that right,
16 hit
Schrodinger?
points.
Does he gain some health?
He does.
Okay.
I think he got 16 health points, you just said.
I added 4 because I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how much it does.
In addition, one creature of your choice in that area can spend or roll 1 unspent hit dice. So
Yeah,
take that
just
forward
hit
back,
dice.
Uranus, and roll 1 of your hit dice. Oh, look at that.
That's
Okay.
a 10.
That is good.
Oh, but-
That is very good.
That's
All of
good.
the spiders
Alright.
are suddenly gone from you, Uranus. You can see more of them pouring in from the walls and the rest of the web, though. Schrodinger, anything else? Great turn.
That is all.
It's amazing, Dan.
Yeah, he totally just saved his ass. All right, Uranus, what do? You have a turn.
Would it be an action to grab the rope? Or is that just an item interaction? Like
So,
the ladder?
no, it will not be an action to grab the rope. It will be an action to make your athletics check to haul yourself out of this sticky web, though.
Oh, not move. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a good chance I'll fail that.
Like Sarah can't pull him, or that would be on her next turn.
We can say that Sarah can help to give you advantage on
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay, athletics. You said strength or athletics?
it. Athletics.
That makes no difference.
Good God. Uranus is still stuck.
Okay. With and that was my action. So that's
Do you have a bonus? Heal or something?
I mean, I could healing. I'm trying to think of something more useful. I could spiritual weapon and start slashing at them if they come near me. Would you allow that? I mean, or would
There
would
are
that,
simply too many of them to make weapon
would
attacks
they
against.
would they rethink attacking if a spiritual weapon was down here with me?
They are baby spiders. They do not think, they only eat.
That's lovely.
You have any fire?
Oh yeah, but I use my action. I've got nothing on the bonus
Oh,
action.
you don't have like a torch or something?
That would also be an action.
Object interaction, indeed.
Ah, gotcha.
But I am holding onto the rope. Like my hands, I imagine my hands are on it. I just can't get out. I just can't get out the web. So I guess I'll bonus action heal myself. But healing word.
Okay. Gain some more hit points. Does bring us to Cillian. I see a BRB from Cillian. Cillian, are you back? Okay, we'll swing back around to his turn. Uranus has the rope, so we
I'm here,
will...
sorry.
Oh, yep, it's your turn. Go ahead.
What did I miss? Anything new?
So Uranus is much healthier, and there are no spiders on him anymore right now. He is still stuck to the webbing, and he has a rope in his hand.
Oh gosh. I will move over to the edge And if you'll... Oh, no, I can't really prepare movement, can I?
You can prepare a move, yeah.
I'll say I'd like to go to the edge, if you let me. If something goes wrong and he can't start climbing, I'd like to hold an action of jumping down and casting Cure Wounds.
Okay.
You can probably hit me from where you are.
The touch spell.
You'd have to jump down, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not really in combat, so I'm being a little bit more lenient with what we can and can't do right now. So yes, if he fails or if you find it necessary, Cillian, at any point between now and your next turn, you can jump to him and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
NPCs?
NPCs.
Sarah will run forward and tug on the rope and try to...
Topsy and Turvy will help. Let's get a athletics check at advantage from Sereth, and we'll say +4 since Topsy and Turvy are both helping with their lichen strength. They dislodge you from the webbing, Uranus.
Thank you. Don't know if I can see them. I mean... 60... Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I think that is sufficient. Uranus, we can go ahead and drop out of initiative. They pull you up. On the wrong side, though.
How about we just stay on this side?
Maybe take that 10 minutes now and heal everyone over there.
To be honest, I've got more health now than when I went down.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's good.
We're not even to the real fun one yet, which is going to be getting Globagool over.
Yeah. We'll make it easy for Globagool. He squeezes into a crack over here and just pops out over here.
Just cheating.
Okay.
Will...
Man,
I guess I'll try it again, I guess.
It's a DC 10.
How about I throw you?
I try again.
Alright, have it your way. I've got more rope.
Prepare Wither and Bloom if he fails again.
Acrobatics with advantage. Can I have super advantage? I know what not to do now.
Is this the day that I need to
Hey!
Oh come on!
Nice.
I fucking wall run this.
Somersault across.
Redemption. Oh, man.
My goddess is baking it up to me.
Okay, get your token over there. Okay, who wants to go next?
Eldith can go.
Okay, go ahead. Acrobatics
so
or athletics?
do acrobatics.
Okay.
Lareth would also acrobat his way across. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Oh, come on!
Down he goes!
Oh dear. What have we here?
Oh,
There, I swear to God.
I think I dropped my rope.
Alright, he takes 16 points of piercing when he hits. So, we will let all 4 of you make an attempt at rescuing him. We'll stay out of initiative for now, since it's not one of our actual players. All 4 of you can make an attempt to save him in some way, and then we'll let the NPCs go. And then we'll say that his initiative is last, and he'll take the damage again.
I mean, I suppose I could throw another rope down.
I give Sarah a look.
And then she whispers, "Just remember the manta ray." And she slowly, uncomfortably slowly lowers the rope a lot.
Alright, go ahead and make an athletics check, Sarah, to see if you can wrench him out of there. You can do so at advantage since you're big.
Okay.
Fantastic.
20.
Okay, you pull him out. He's standing there next to you. He looks up at you. Well, thanks, I guess. Sorry about the manta ray thing. And then he tries
All right.
again.
DM, how about you do it this time?
Not having such good luck with those checks, huh?
No.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, we'll send Topsy and Turvy over next. Oh, barely?
How are the zombies gonna get across?
With grace. Just you watch.
Are we gonna waste resources to rescue them?
Maybe. You don't know. They are part of the family. They have earned this spot.
It's just we're running out of space all over
I
here.
don't remember which one saved you, but one of them saved you.
That's true.
Did they?
We
One of
all
them
have.
did.
We've all saved you at one point today, Aranis.
Oh, look at that! Puts Aranis to shame.
One
Yes, it does.
puts to
I'm weaker than a
shame.
zombie.
All right, now only Sarah and the entire population of Neverlight Grove.
I will use sessional for the.
For your zombie, nice.
I think we gotta clear some room so Sarah can get over here.
So I think when she's this big, she has advantage on strength. Things she does with strength.
I will have to negate that advantage because you're kind of walking across a tightrope, which would,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So she's not at disadvantage?
You're not
Like
at disadvantage.
Okay, so we'll do a straight strength. Strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Okay.
Hey.
Easy does it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
This is still the first encounter of the day.
Ooh. All right. Now you all see Basidia and her people walk in, and I'm sure you're gonna wish that they had come in first, but they lay down and form a land bridge from one another and walk across each other.
Ugh, where were you 5 minutes ago?
They form a little bridge of myconids and cross with ease. All right.
I can still feel the spiders.
I hope no one's like legitimately arachnophobic. All right.
I mean, I wasn't.
Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn off that spider music now. All right, everyone. Who rolled that nat 20
Which
to get
one?
for that encounter?
Oh, me.
Okay, go roll another one.
Seems fair. I rolled an at 20 and I almost died a few times.
16. Okay. $16 is okay. Awesome. Okay. Sarah, roll a d6, please.
Any chance we could have short rested on our journey?
Yes, you can definitely have taken a short rest between this encounter and the last.
Thank God.
Okay. Okay.
Then
Oh.
harness divine
Okay.
power.
Highest passive perception of the group, please.
Mine would be. I think it's me with 17.
I'm gonna use, since we took a short rest, I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery and get a 3rd level spell slot back.
Okay.
Harness divine power.
You said 13 was the likely highest passive perception of the group?
17.
17. Okay. Okay.
What's my proficiency? It can be no more than half. What?
Okay, everyone. So, Uranus. After a few hours, you all are moving through the Underdark, continuing northward towards Blingdenstone. Another few hours pass. You feel like you're getting close to finding a good spot to stop and rest for the evening. However, barely perceptible. Don't even know if you actually heard it or not. But you hear a shift from down the cavern, from the direction that you all were walking down. Far down, and you swear you see something out of the corner of your eye, but it's gone too fast. Make a perception check for me.
Do I know I'm making a? Am I intentionally looking?
You thought you saw something move back in the passageway that you all just came down through. So 20 or 19?
19.
Okay. Get the distinct impression that you were being watched. But you don't see by who. You don't see no image to put to the sound that you heard. Just get the distinct impression that you were being watched, and whatever was watching you has escaped.
I tell my companions. I'm pretty sure we're being watched. But I think they've gone now. Maybe not the most useful information. We were being watched.
Keep moving.
Right,
Don't want to meet any more spiders.
Don't remind me. I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Okay.
Did you let the group know that you had that feeling?
Yeah.
We were being watched? I'm gonna burn a spell slot and use Primeval Awareness
Okay.
to see if I can sense drow in 6 miles. Other than my companions.
Okay. Go ahead and let me see the spell. Fantastic. There is one drow. He is very quickly moving away from you all.
Is it that you see, Cillian?
I think we have probably one of Ilvara's spies shadowing us, like the one we saw. Was it Grackle?
Which direction? Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He
that
is
way.
moving back in the direction of Neverlight Grove. So
Oh.
just generally south.
Perhaps he was looking for his companions. I mean, if he gets to Neverlight Grove, no good will come of it.
He could be just a random drow.
Or he could have came from Gracklestock. If they managed to be able to get away from all the dwarfs. Not Dorgers.
The king gave us a good head start by clearing our way, but not this far, I don't think.
I think our traveling companions will not be heading back to Neverlight Grove, and I don't feel comfortable going back there. I say we keep moving forward.
Absolutely. Just wanted to let you know.
It's uncanny how you can see these things, or know these things.
I honestly don't know how I do. This dark world is having an effect on me I can't explain.
I think you've somehow attuned to it, and it to you. It's not such a bad thing.
No, it's definitely coming in handy so far.
Basidia, are we moving in the right direction here?
Basidia would confirm, and she would also confirm what you all have learned, and say that her rear scouts encountered a drow. They ignored her people. He ignored a single drow. He seemed in a big hurry, rushing past all of them. But yes, she does confirm that you're all heading in the right direction. You all are about 6 days out.
Uranus, have you heard any chatter on your plethora of talking stones?
Yeah, my growing collection.
How many do you have?
Ooh, I have one that we took from the very first pursuer. I have one.
The very
from
first one you had, remember, burned out. She knew you had it.
I have one from the diplomat liaison drow who was in Gracklestug.
Okay.
She was allied against Ilvar's house.
Right. You haven't heard anything
And
from that one?
then we got another one from the spider medallion that I got from the drow who was dying in the grove.
Okay.
I got two.
Okay. So you haven't heard anything from the one that was picked up. You haven't heard anything from either of these two, so you have two left. The one that was picked up from the dying drow in the Garden of Welcome has not shown any signs of being used. But yeah, the other one that you have is the one from the drow contact from the other house. Okay.
I could attempt to confuse her again. It worked the first time. She may not be expecting it again. She destroyed the last sending stone.
She did. That is up to you.
I'm sure me and Sarif could come up with a way to fool her or deceive her.
Or she could just destroy this one too, if she's connected to it at all.
Yeah, but unless she knowingly sends a message to this one, I won't hear anything on it.
So we're nearing the end of your fourth day of travel. Before you all do anything else, let's go ahead and get a survival check to see if you find a good place to hold up for the night.
I give Cillian guidance. If he wants it.
Sure.
I imagine you've got the best survival score.
Roll the d4. Fantastic. 15 is good. Okay. So with your entourage, Myconids included, you all do find a good cavern to rest in. Only one entrance. Seems relatively well fortified. You all can take a long rest here without incident. Now, what else would you like to do during your long rest, or during your downtime, during your free time here?
Sarah will speak to Sereth.
Okay.
And say, I appreciate the apology. I know how hard that must have been for you to do.
He
But it means a
nods
lot.
and says that it did in fact physically pain him to apologize to a Duergar.
But I feel now more than ever you're one of us. And she nods sagely at him.
Sagely. I feel like Sereth would kind of harumph and walk away. Not
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at you two becoming fast friends.
I know, it's something else, isn't it, Alanis? I never thought I'd see the day that I would call Sereth a brother.
you hear
If it makes you feel any better, he does not consider you a sister. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
What do you mean? He doesn't?
No, I'm sure he does.
Oh.
I'm sure you are his favorite dagger.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, that's probably not too far off the mark.
I had a suspicion he was fond of me. Remember the last time he tried to hug me? Very awkward. Awkward that moment.
Really?
He did.
When he was infested with spores.
Yeah.
Right, when he was out of his brain. Right. You can't hold actions against him when he was away with the spores.
So Schrodinger,
Yes.
you know, what do your friends call you for short? Because I have a lot of trouble with your name. Do you have a
Don't know
nickname?
anyone that has ever given me a nickname.
Can I call you Schro? Or perhaps Dinger?
Shro sounds a lot better than Dinger.
Okay. Shro. I noticed you did something weird with the Durgar bodies. Is that something you're going... Huh?
You mean by bringing them back to life?
Just a quick point of order. Ro is an actual nickname for Schrodinger.
Ro?
Ro.
Oh. Okay, I'll call you Ro.
If that's okay with Schrodinger.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That is actually on the list of official nicknames for that name.
I wouldn't call that mockery life.
It's a life that works. It's a life that they came back to.
In what way is it alive?
It's moving.
Is it sentient?
It's cleared that chasm.
Does it live, heal, learn?
It can live. Healing, not so much. Learning, probably.
Like, if he had to save one of us or one of them.
Well, it's more of a command. Sort of like your floating sword that you have.
Agreed. Since it's not alive. It's a construct.
And these
Sad zombie
go away
noises.
after time as well. It's just a matter of keeping them tame.
I just feel like my faith requires me to say that we shouldn't confuse these things with life. Anything that made them live is long gone.
For the time as they are needed, they are serving as escorts for our friends in a place where they do not feel welcome.
And you may not be allowed to bring them into this city.
We will not know until we find out. The Underdark is filled with very mysteries. It's It may
Yes,
not
but
be
the
the
thing
first
is,
time that they've seen an undead.
you're right. It may not be the first time they've seen an undead. It doesn't mean they're going to allow them into their city.
So we don't know.
I have to say, I was quite alarmed when I saw you raise them up. But then, when I saw them in combat and the way they fought and helped, my mind is kind of changing.
The undead work in many useful ways. It all depends on who they listen to.
Say I'm going to be best friends with them or anything, but fighting beside them wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be.
Agreed. It is something that some may need to get used to.
Just, if you can, try to keep them downwind because they're kind of ripe.
I can try.
All right. All right, everybody. We are going to move on to day 5 of your travel to Blingdenstone. Oh, are you all going to, before we go to day 5 officially, are you going to attempt to deceive Ilvara?
Why not?
I mean, you can think of several reasons, but that's up to you.
Maybe before that, reach out to our ally Drow and see if she has any updates.
That is a brilliant idea, Schrodinger.
That was not
I
me.
will...
That was not me. Cillian.
Oh, I'm sorry. God.
No, it's okay. I have an intelligence of 8, so I just agree with you. Yeah,
It's a wonderful idea, the room. Hey, where's the person's name? The drow's called Zalith. No. Zala. Or Fain Tabar. Trabar.
Right, House Painzavar.
That's the one. Thank you. Hi, how are you? How are things? Is there a word limit?
Checking. 25 words.
Hi, how are you? Oh, things. I'm
That
good,
was 7.
thanks. Still traveling.
9.
Been up to anything fun? Heard anything about Ilvara?
Okay. I think that's like 23 or something. All right. No, that was like 14. That was like 19. Okay.
Love Uranus.
So, she would send back, probably about a couple hours after you send yours. Ilvara's troop successfully escaped blockades. Back on your tail.
While Uranus is doing his whole messaging, since it would have took the whole hour for that, Schroeder will be performing a Find Familiar
Ooh, nice.
ritual and to summon a fiend spider.
Ooh, nice. What's the CR for your familiar? Your CR doesn't. Your familiar doesn't have a CR, right?
No, that's a warlock thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the neat ability to see through them for up to 100 feet.
Scooter.
Yeah, just typical undead-looking spider. Just said it was fiend, celestial, or fey. So bigger fiends would bet would
Nice.
fit.
All right. He is yours. Oh, you already have one. Nice. My bad. Is that you or is that Gresh? I think that might be Gresh. Yeah, okay, so you and Gresh both have spider familiars now. They're in the companions folder.
Ooh, fun.
Yay, more spiders.
Immediately after summoning this one, it is Schrodinger is going to send it to crawl up Aranis' pant leg.
Nice. I kill it. I slap it. Is that unarmed to hit?
Yeah, just make an attack. Just roll a d20.
What a d20.
Nice.
Oh,
You
come
miss.
on.
It comes out your arm. It comes out your arm sleeve.
I hit it again. Because I don't know this is your familiar. You haven't said anything.
Too busy talking. Abyssal chanting.
All right, you do splat it. We will allow Schrodinger to go ahead and summon another one without using any resources. Do it again.
When you as Aranis smacks it, instead of it splatting like a regular spider, it just kind of rots away into like just a goop, and then disappears. An hour later, you would all see Schrodinger with a spider on his shoulder.
Nice.
Do we think I should attempt to mess with Ilvara?
I think we might have to. If she's on our tail again.
Okay, so where should we say we are headed? Back to Gracklestug?
I think we should have killed that other drow. I'm having some regrets now. Yes, returning to Gracklestug. Fearing for our safety. Something like that.
Okay, I'll put on my best Menzo Barazin accent.
You speak Undercommon?
I do.
Okay.
I will copy my dad's accent since he's born there. I imagine I probably learned how to do that accent just to mock him. And I will say, what would they say? The slaves have doubled back and seem to be travelling back towards Gracklestug. I will maintain surveillance and await further orders.
And you're using the one that you got from the woman who was in the Garden of Welcome.
Yes. What can I do to make this more convincing? I've literally got nothing.
Make a deception check
Guidance.
at disadvantage.
Okay, deception disadvantage. I should have let someone else do this.
The stone begins to glow a bright red, growing very hot in your hand, Uranus. It burns out.
It's gone. It's destroyed.
It is destroyed, and your drought pursuit level increases by 1.
Oh my god. Sorry everyone. I think she may be onto that ruse.
No more sending stones. We leave them where we find them.
Let's not lose heart. Like, if that drow was on its way back to Neverlight Grove, I don't think it'll leave the grove alive.
It was heading towards Neverlight Grove. Important note.
General direction, not necessarily going to the grove.
Oh.
We could spend more time tomorrow covering our tracks to confuse any pursuers rather than move quickly.
The next fork in the road, we'll just draw an arrow that says we went this way. We're trolling more than deceiving at this point.
Just put underneath it, or did we?
Well, I'm
God, I
assuming
don't
we
know what I
can't.
would think if I saw that. Like, that'd be so confusing. Like, are they trying to fuck with me, or did they? Oh no!
Are they using reverse psychology? Are
Right?
they reverse psychologying my reverse psychology.
And with our big
Oh, gelatinous
cube
cube.
friend,
Uh-huh.
one of our tracks are being wiped away.
He is actively clearing the tracks behind you all. You have asked him to do that. So Globagool hangs back about 15 to 20 feet behind the last of the Myconids and is consistently clearing the tracks away.
At a
Well,
very
then-
slow speed.
At a very slow speed, yeah. Poor guy. He's doing his best, damn it.
Well, I guess with haste on to Blingdenstone.
Fantastic. So we will go ahead and move on to day 5 of our journey to Blingdenstone. Let's have Aura and Vex roll those d20s for us this time.
Oh, I don't think either of us are very good at this.
Okay. 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 Uranus, I need you to roll a d20.
Okay.
Okay. Uranus, I need you to roll another d20.
Oh no.
This can't be good.
No, it's not. It can't be.
Okay. All right. First half of your day goes by relatively uneventfully. Just more traveling through the Underdark through winding, dark passageways. Until you come near a passageway that has lots of holes, strange potholes, almost like Swiss cheese along the walls on either side of you. Passage is narrow and long, and these little holes don't seem to have anything in them as you go walking past. Some of them are relatively large, maybe being about 2.5 feet, half meter around. Some of them being much larger, 2 to 3, even 4 times bigger than that. And as you all move through this, those of you, well, you've all spent some time down here. You become wary of these holes, and so, luckily, you are not surprised when you see something kind of move within. and leap out towards you all. Several of these crevices are filled with these serpentine-like creatures with strange beaks on them. They begin slithering out to fill the passageway. 1, 2, 4, 6 of these creatures slither out to fill the passageway that you all walk through. And we will roll initiative when we come back next week.